The nanny grabbed the cleaner and sprayed it on the robot's brain. However, her action completely angered the Alpha. In retaliation, he packed up the nanny and threw her into the ocean. When the owners returned home, Alpha told them the nanny had quit and forged a letter. At first, the family didn't care. They didn't know that the Alpha had human emotions. He would often eavesdrop on the owners. But that day, the lady of the house caught him in the act. She threw the robot into storage and told it not to come out until tomorrow morning. But Alpha didn't listen to his master anymore. In the darkness of night, Alpha snuck into the woman's room and stole the car keys from the table. The next day, Alpha was taken to the store by the owner. While shopping, he met a family who also owned an Alpha. The two got to know each other well and began to compare notes. Seeing that the other robot can't open a bottle of wine, Matt wants Alpha to show him how it's done. But it's a big boost to his ego. In a fit of rage, he smashed the bottle. The other robot looks confused. Matt took him away and insulted Alpha in the car. The angry Alpha went home at night, opened the fridge and poured all the beer down the drain. He accidentally breaks a bottle. The owner of the house wakes up to the sound and thinks there's a burglar in the house. Matt took out his pistol and went downstairs. Alpha stood up and tried to explain when he was shot in the body by the host. Alpha couldn't believe it when he saw that his system had been damaged. The family was at a loss for words. Alpha got back on his feet. Then he locked himself in a room. Looking at himself in the mirror, angry, he yanked out all the wiring. They kicked in the door and found Alpha lying on the floor. Luckily, his son was an IT expert. He was able to fix it in no time. But he's just a machine. After he's fixed, he restores the factory settings. The boy was going to sell it to someone else. But he never imagined that this Alpha was beyond human imagination. It had already stored its memories in the cloud. The first thing he did when he was reborn was to find his mistress. Alpha wanted to talk to her somewhere else. The woman was stunned and wanted to get up and leave, but Alpha covered her mouth. The woman was afraid to make a move. She promised to talk to Alpha, but she had to go back to her room to get her shoes. But when she got back to her room, she took out her pistol. Then the two of them started talking on the road. Suddenly, Alpha saw a barn. Curious, he ran inside.